Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Divya. Today's practice is going to be a little bit of a longer one, and we're going to build heat through repeated cycles of movement. It's going to be a continuous flow, so I want your focus to be on your breath and your presence. Engage the larger muscle groups in your body. Plant your feet where they are and really be in the body. So the breath is going to be the way that you do that. I'll cue your breath reminders every so often, but I want that to be your intention as well. Let's go ahead and meet on the mat. We're going to start in Vajrasana, Thunderbolt pose. So go ahead and bend your knees, sitting back on your heels. Now, you can stay right here with the tops of your feet down or come up onto your toes. Okay, this might feel a little bit uncomfortable, so feel free to not put your full body weight on your toes and slightly lean forward, but you want to keep your feet aligned and together. Even pressure. We're just stretching out the bottoms of the feet here. Make sure you're breathing. Deep breath in through the nose and out. All right, let's go ahead and release that. Slide your knees back. Press the hips down to child's pose. We'll take a few breaths here just to ground ourselves before practicing. Deep breath in and deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in and deep breath out. Last time here, deep breath in and deep breath out. Shift the weight forward with your shoulders over your palms. Stretch the fingertips out wide and lay them back down on the mat, really gripping the floor underneath your palm. Press into the tops of your feet, engaging through your core. Inhale, let's open up to cow pose, opening the chest, lifting the gaze. Exhale, start by tucking the chin into the chest, rounding the spine up to the ceiling, and pressing into your shins. Inhale, coming back to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. One more time. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Now let's go ahead and take a side to side motion. So maybe go looking over your left shoulder and then the right. Take any free movement here that feels good for you. That's going to help wake up the spine. Maybe forwards and backwards, side to side. You can even go in circles. Stretching out the neck, shaking it yes and no. And coming back to tabletop. Inhale, the right arm open, reaching your fingertips up to the sky. And as you exhale, tuck the right hand underneath the left. Release down to your forehead. Extend your left arm for thread the needle. 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Feel this pulling in opposite directions here. Reach the right fingertips over to the left. And keep enough space underneath your left armpit for your chest to turn over. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. As you're releasing that breath, slide the left hand back under your shoulder. Unravel, reaching the right arm back up to the ceiling. And release it down. Other side. Inhale. Left arm reaches high. Exhale, dive down. Left arm comes underneath the right this time. Right arm extends forward. Using your hand to keep the right armpit lifted. Enough space for a twist. Inhale and exhale. Be where you are right now. Be in this posture. Bring your attention, your focus, your energy back to this moment. Go ahead and slide the right arm back underneath your shoulder. Unravel yourself, coming back with your left arm reaching up and coming to tabletop. Beautiful. Okay, from tabletop, let's go ahead and tuck your toes, press up into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, your first one of the day. Maybe bend your knees one at a time, reaching the heel down towards the floor. Press the mat away, lengthen your arms and pull them into your upper back. And don't forget about the core. Draw your navel in towards your spine to support your lower back. Gaze is between the toes or between the knees. Go ahead and press out your final exhale here. Inhale, gaze forward. And on your exhale, step the feet up, forward fold. Bend the knees generously, grab off the elbows, and just hang out here side to side, using the weight of our upper body to traction the spine down, finding a little bit of extra length and release before we start flowing. Feel free, if you like, to wrap your arms around the backs of your legs, around your shins, and pull yourself a little bit closer. Straighten the legs, drop the hands down, and gently roll yourself all the way up to standing mountain pose Tadasana. So this is about usually where I grab my blocks because I have shorter arms. It feels better for me to use my blocks when I'm moving. So feel free to place them where your palms would go on the mat. All right, we're going to start with a little bit of a spinal stretch. So let's start by bringing the feet about hip width apart. Lift both arms up and overhead. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and pull it over to the left hand side. Open the right chest. Getting a nice side stretch here. Back to center, switch out your grip. Right hand grips the left wrist this time and bends over to the right. Keep the left side of your chest spinning open. Inhale, back to center. On the exhale, cactus the arms. So squeeze the elbows down to the sides, chest open. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, let's go for a twist. You can have your arms open if you like. Left arm reaching forward, right arm reaching back. Twist over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep the hips facing forward. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, let's go ahead and fold all the way down. Uttanasana, forward fold. On your inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Just getting used to bending and flowing. We're going to start with a half sun salutation. Inhale, rise all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands, palms together, reaching up and behind you. Slightly press the hip preps. Oh my God, I cannot talk. Slightly press the hips forward. Exhale, hands to the heart, Pranamasana. Inhale, lift up once again. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way high. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart, Pranamasana. One more cycle through here. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, release. Inhale, rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart, Pranamasana. All right, moving into a little bit more of a stretch. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. On the exhale, step the right foot all the way back, drop the knee. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Okay, release to the top of your foot. Solidify the grip in your left foot. So really press your left foot down into the earth. Inhale, coming into low crescent. Press the hips forward, palms together, reaching up and behind you, just like in Urdhva Hastasana. On the exhale, sit the hips back. Extend your left leg for Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Hands can come down at your sides or rest on blocks. Inhale, back to low crescent. Press the hips forward, arms reach up. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, hands come down. Inhale, step the right foot forward. And exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Let's do the other side. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, step the left foot all the way back. Drop the knee down, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale, legs stay as they are, arms reach up and overhead. Low crescent, press the hips forward. On the exhale, sit the hips back, extend the right leg, drop the hands down. Half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Flex your toes back towards your face. Pull the right hip back so you really feel the opening along your hamstrings and your shin. All right, inhale back to low crescent. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, hands come back down. Inhale, step the left foot forward, and exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Pranamasana, hands to the heart. Let's go through this cycle 2 more times, just flowing a little bit more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot back, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, left foot back, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Pranamasana, hands to the heart. Last cycle through in this sequence. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right leg back. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, Anjaneyasana. Pick up that back foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale, halfway lift, step the left foot forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart, Pranamasana. All right, beautiful. We're moving on to our full sun salutation. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. On the inhale, step the right foot back, drop the knee, pull the chest forward for Ashwasanchalasana, horse face posture. Hold the breath as you step your left foot back, coming to downward facing dog. Exhale, drop the knees, chest and chin down for Ashtanga Namaskar, 8-point salute, gaze forward. Inhale, pull the chest forward, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Press into the tops of your feet. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, back the way we came, right foot forward, Ashwasanchalasana. Really pull the chest forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, let's keep it going. Other side, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to bring Pada Hastasana if you like, with your hands to the feet. Inhale, step the left foot back. Draw the chest forward, Ashwasanchalasana. Hold the breath, down dog. Exhale, Ashtanga Namaskar, dive down. Inhale, Bhujangasana, pull through. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Pranamasana, hands to the heart. We're going to go through that full cycle 2 more times. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Pada Hastasana, hands to feet. Inhale, right foot back, Ashwasanchalasana. Hold the breath, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Back the way we came. Inhale to shift forward, Ashwasanchalasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Pranamasana, hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back. Hold the breath, downward dog. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Inhale the left foot forward. Exhale the feet together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last cycle through. Minimal cues, focus on the breath. Inhale, expand. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg back. Hold the breath. Downward dog. Release. Exhale. Ashtanga Namaskar. Pull the chest through. Bhujangasana. Inhale. Exhale. Downward dog. Inhale. Right foot forward. Exhale. Feet together. Inhale. Rise. Exhale. Hands together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Left foot back. Hold. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to the heart. Pranamasana, beautifully done. All right, let's move on into our warrior sequence. So find your footing about hip width apart. Sink the hips a little bit low. Inhale, rise up, Utkatasana, chair pose. So we'll be here for a moment just to find our correct form. So feet about hip width apart. Sink the hips nice and low. Tuck your tailbone in so you're not splaying out your lower back. Draw the core in, so like you're having hands wrap around you. Pull the energy into the middle of your core. Lift the arms up, fingertips outstretched. Gaze forward, neck in a nice neutral position. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. On the exhale, step both feet back to plank, lowering down, Chaturanga Dandasana, or all the way down to the floor. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra pose, or upward facing dog if you want to extend your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay with the depth of your breath. Don't lose it here. Inhale, right leg high. Press the heel high up towards the ceiling. Quick hip opener here. Bend the heel, drop it over to the left-hand side, opening up the right hip. Back to center, lift up that right heel. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest as you shift your weight over your wrists. Drop the right foot down. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Back knee stays lifted, okay? From Anjaneyasana, spin the left heel all the way down to the mat. Rise up for warrior one. We'll be here for a couple of breaths, so take your time. A few things. Make sure that your stance is wide enough so that you're able to comfortably bend that right knee and keep the left hip facing forward. If your feet are too wide apart, it might be really hard to pull that left hip forward, so maybe shorten the stance a little bit. At the same time, you don't want the stance so short that when you're bending your knee, it goes far past your right toes. So just the right amount of distance. Pull the right hip crease back, press the left hip forward, bend deeply, press into the outer corner of your left foot. And when that feels stable, lift the arms up. One more breath here, feeling weightless and light through the upper body, reaching up through the fingertips, neck elongated. All right. From here on the exhale, legs stay the same, arms open out to the front and back of the mat, warrior two. Arms reach in opposite directions, shoulders away from the ears, core pulled in. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Deep inhale, deep exhale. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. You're doing so well. On the next breath, flip the right palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm comes down to the back thigh. Right arm reaches up and behind you. Open through the right side of the chest, giving your body room to open up. Reach your fingertips up behind you. Keep that right knee bent. And exhale. Drop the hands down to frame your right foot. Pick up your back heel. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale, step the right foot back to plank. Exhale, we'll flow through Vinyasa. Drop down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to Cobra. Exhale to Downward Dog. I told you we're keeping the movements somewhat standard and simple today, but I want you to focus on the breath and the cadence. Back from Downward Dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Press that heel open. Push the mat away with your palms. Drop the knee over to the right-hand side, opening the left side of your hip. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hug the knee into the chest as you shift your weight forward, placing the foot down next to your block. Low lunge. On your inhale, spin the right heel down to the mat this time. Find your footing in your left foot. Rise up for warrior 1 on the other side. Same deal. I'm going to give you a couple of breaths here this first time around to feel your way into stability. Bend deeply through that left knee. Press into the outer corner of your right foot. So you don't want your thigh necessarily dropping, and you still want to be resisting and going in opposing directions. Left hip crease pulls back. Her right hip pulls forward. Palms together or reaching up. 1 more inhale. Lengthen. On the exhale, legs stay the same. Arms open up to warrior 2. Left palm reaching forward, right palm reaching back. Shoulders relaxed. Find your drishti, your gazing point. Feel the strength and the power in your body here. 1 more breath. See if you can sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. Lock in your stance. Drop the right hand. Inhale, lift the left palm up and overhead. Coming into reverse warrior. Spin the left side of your chest open just a little bit. Reach a little bit further behind you. And exhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, flow through. Back to your downward dog. All right, that was our first cycle. We have 2 more just like that, but we're going to move a little bit faster. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Squeeze the hips down, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep the movement smooth and stable. Inhale, Bhujangasana. It takes a lot of control. That's what makes the practice tough. Even when we're moving slow and controlled, it's that control of the movement. Exhale, downward dog. That makes it intense. Inhale, right foot high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 1, rise up. On the exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Getting a nice, slow, deep stretch. Inhale, plank. Exhale, flow through. Back to downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, left side. Inhale, warrior one. I hope you can hear me straining. Just because we're moving slow doesn't mean this isn't hard work. Exhale, warrior two. I mean, talking also makes it hard, but you got this. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, low lunge. Inhale to plank. Exhale, flow through. Back to downward dog. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, press the hips up. Gaze forward. Inhale, step or hop the feet up. Exhale, forward fold. Last cycle through, coming right up. Then we're moving down to the floor for some hip openers. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the feet back. Plank to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Press those heels down. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. You're doing so good. Exhale, warrior two. We're very close to being done. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale to plank. Flow through. Back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Reset here. Inhale, left foot reaches high. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Whew. Exhale, warrior two. I'm struggling right there with you. I'm breaking the fourth wall all the time just to tell you I'm literally doing this with you. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale to plank. Exhale, flow through. Back to your downward dog. Congratulations, we have no more chair poses left. From downward dog, drop your knees as wide as the mat. Press your hips back, lower down. Wide-legged child's pose. We're going to catch our breath. Okay, I'm going to give you about 5 long, deep breaths. To slow down the heart rate, we want to preserve the heat, but slow down the heart rate just a little bit. So we can get into a little bit more of a restorative set of postures to lock in all the work that we've done. Start to deepen your exhales. Inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. Try to make your exhales sound as deep and long as mine, of course, based on your capability, but I want it to be slow and intentional. Inhale. Exhale. Really emptying out your lungs. Inhale. And exhale. All right. From here, press back up to downward dog for just a moment. I promise there's no more flow. There's no more vinyasa. We're just going to move into some hip openers, okay? Inhale your right leg high. On the exhale, shift forward to half pigeon. So lay your right shin down on the mat. Extend your left leg, releasing to the top of your foot. Few options here. You can stay here uplifted with your chest lifted in Ardha Kapotasana, or start to lower yourself down towards the floor, folding over your hips. Again, I always say this, remember your shin does not need to be parallel to the top of your mat. Lower your foot down if you need more space for your left hip to roll down to the mat. If you don't like the feeling of the back of your right hip floating in space, you can always take a block, place it underneath for some support. Feel free to be here on your forearms, lower down to your forehead, or all the way down to the mat. 3 juicy, delicious breaths here. One, That's 2. That's 3. It goes by just like that, doesn't it? Press yourself up. Move any props or blocks out of the way. We're going to stay here, but we're going to shift the right foot to the outside of the right corner of the mat. So you're going to bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand, coming into lizard pose, Uttanapristhasana. Hands stay underneath the shoulders, press the hips forward. You can stay like this if you like, or start to let your right foot peel over to the right so the inner corner of your foot is starting to lift up. And if you like here, if it feels flexible and open to you, you can start lowering yourself down towards the mat. Maybe starting with the forearms or blocks and seeing how low you can get. This is my max right now because I had a workout yesterday that I nearly met God in. So this is my capacity today. 2 more breaths. Last one. The discomfort is normal. Pain is not. Your breath will be your ally to distinguish between the two. If you're able to take deep breaths, even if they're a little bit shaky, that's a good sign. If your breath is sharp and inconsistent, that's not a good sign. You might want to ease off. All right, let's go ahead and press the right foot back, coming back into downward dog. Inhale your left leg high and exhale. Lay the left shin down, walk the right foot back, coming to pigeon pose on the left, Ardha Kapotasana. Adjust the angle of your shin and the height of your torso, depending on how intense you want this to feel. Three breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Press your chest up and go ahead and swing your left foot outside of your left hand for lizard pose on the left. Your body might feel different on this side, so listen to it. You can let your left foot peel open if you like and start to lower yourself down to the mat. Again, all of this is going to be based on your capacity. You are the regulator of your own body, so use your breath as a cue. People push themselves physically all the time, but use your breath as a cue. If you feel like you're not able to breathe comfortably, ease off. 2 more breaths. One more. Beautiful. Pick up your back toes, press back, downward facing dog. Drop your knees, cross your ankles, and go ahead and take a seat. If you have any blocks next to you, go ahead and move them out the way. For now, extend your legs out long. Flex the toes back towards your face. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. On the exhale, start to reach them forward. It's okay if your knees bend. Keep reaching your fingertips forward, forward, forward until you feel like you can't go anymore, and then soften. Lower your spine down. Drop the belly over the thighs. Hang out here. Slowly roll up. Let's go ahead and bring the right foot to the inner corner of your left thigh. Grab your right knee with your left hand, so you're twisting here. Secure that in place. Flex your left toes towards you, and then reach the right arm over and around towards those left toes. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. One more. Gently pull your right arm over and around, release your twist, and reset the legs. Now let's switch. Bring your left foot to the inner corner of your right thigh. Extend your leg, flexing your toes back towards your face. This time for your twist, you're going to grab your left knee with your right hand. Reach your left arm up and over towards your right toes. A few things here. Keep those right toes flexing and try to spin your chest open so you're not hunched down. 3 breaths. Beautiful. That's 2. Last one here. Gently pull yourself out of that fold, out of the twist, and reset your legs. Bring the soles of your feet to touch for Baddha Konasana here, bound angle pose. As close to your body as feels comfortable. Interlace your fingers and wrap them around the outer edges of your toes, or you can simply grab your ankles or your shins. We just want some kind of a bind here. Inhale to lengthen the spine, pull the chest nice and open. Exhale, start to bow forward. You'll feel this in the back of your hips. Hold here for 3 breaths. Last breath here. All right, gently come out of this forward fold. Place your feet down on the mat, knees bent. Extend your arms forward and gently roll your spine all the way down to the mat. We're going to take a few floor postures here, starting with figure 4. So go ahead and lay your right ankle over the left knee and start to scoot your left foot back towards your bum, pressing the right knee forward. You can stay here. Or keeping your left foot flexed, press your left knee up towards you, interlace your fingers and grab behind your thigh, pulling your knee into your chest for a deeper stretch. Keep both feet flexed and active, driving that left knee towards you. Okay, final breath here. And release your feet back down to the ground. Other side. Place your left ankle over your right knee. Scoot the right foot back towards your bum. And you can stay here if you like, pressing the left knee open. Or grab behind your right thigh, pulling the knee in towards your chest, keeping both feet flexed and active. Think of it like driving your knee towards you. That's where you'll really get the depth of this stretch. One more breath. Exhale and drop your right foot down and remove your left ankle, placing both feet down. We're going to go for a gentle twist. Extend your left leg out long. Pull the right knee into your chest and then over to the left hand side. So use your left hand over the knee to help drive it over to the left. Right hand goes to the right, as does your gaze. Full body twist. Relax into it. One more breath. Inhale back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Extend your right leg this time. And pull the left knee over to the right side using your right hand. Gaze and hand go to the left. Try to relax your spine. Relax the tightness or any grip in your muscles. Let gravity do the work. Finish up your final breath. And gently come back to center, hugging both knees into your chest. Now, for happy baby, you have a few options. You can grab behind the thighs, just above the knees, or you can reach up and grab the outer edges of your feet, or you can straighten your legs all the way. Up to you. We'll be here for a little bit longer, about 5 breaths, so feel free to play around. This doesn't need to be static. You can move around. You can alternate between the variations. Just relax and let yourself open up. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. Last breath. And 5. As you release your grip, bring your feet together, soles to touch, and drop them down towards the floor for Supta Baddha Konasana, our last posture before going into Shavasana, corpse pose. Again, the soles of your feet can be touching, but they don't need to be super close to your body. You can have them as close or as far as feels comfortable. You can also put blocks underneath your knees if letting them sort of suspend in space doesn't feel good for your hips. Drop the hands down, palms open. Feel free here to bring the right hand to the belly, the left hand to the heart. You can close your eyes, start to get into the meditative state. Feel the rise and fall of your belly, the rise and fall of your chest. The vibration of your breath, the heat of your body. Start to make your exhales deeper and deeper. When you're ready, go ahead and extend your legs out long all the way. Drop your hands down if they weren't already. Releasing in Shavasana, corpse pose. This is where we'll end our class. So we'll be here for about 3 to 5 breaths, but feel free to stay here as long as you need. Feel free to let your lips part and breathe naturally. Let's take another 1 or 2 breaths just to wrap up. And with your last breath, start calling your awareness back into the body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Start to deepen your breaths, feeling it fill up your lungs. Go ahead and roll over to your right side. When you're ready, pausing for a brief moment. And gently press yourself up all the way to a seat. We will conclude our class here. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that you found this practice to be challenging and something where you learned new postures, you learned how to work with your breath in a new way. and that you just enjoyed this movement for yourself. Thank you as always for practicing with me, and I will see you in the next one.